Hello traders, it's Yanis here from Nikos Trading Academy, and I would like to welcome you to another live room weekly results video. As always, I have chosen some pairs that are worth mentioning. Of course, we had some other pairs. We still have some positions running. Of course, we got stopped out in a couple of times, but that doesn't matter because we apply money management, and getting stopped out, it's part of the game. And at the end of the video, I will explain what I mean. Now, starting with GBP New Zealand dollar, you will see that we had a very nice opportunity here. After a bounce, we had a very nice retracement, a beautiful setup. We had an APO of 60 pips, and right now you can see how volatile price was. Of course, many of you are still in with 290 pips with your last position, and only with this trade almost 5% in profit just with a single um, pair and finding nice opportunities. On Euro GBP, we had a classic combination, one of our basics, let's say, and most traded strategies. We had also a very nice retracement with an APO of, I think it was like 25, maybe 30 pips, and our last position is already at more than 120 pips. You can see also how important major support and resistance are. Incremental profit strategy also applied when price reaches these targets, and Euro GBP gave us 4% and of course still running. Don't close everything, just leave something running. On GBP JPY, I don't know how many of you took this trade. I've been explaining this lately. A very nice bounce opportunity. We know again how powerful major support and resistances are, and actually it happened the same thing on the resistance and happened on the support. You remember what I've been talking about, something about rooftops or 1-2-3s, something about upside down rooftops, a bounce opportunity. It was a very nice one, again with some pending orders, more or less 40 pips of an APO. How powerful this was, already 200 pips, and of course this is your last position, and again you don't close everything. So GBP JPY add 4%, 5% in your profits. On GBP CAD, we had again identified a smaller range, but what we saw is again a very nice bounce opportunity. This was more or less like 50 pips of an APO. We had the room to create a win-win scenario. Many of you also took this, and you can see how powerful this was with 260 pips already in profit, and again 5% in our piggy bag. I think also some of you sent me some um, print screens. If you remember, again, we had in our watch list a breakout strategy, breakout, waiting for a breakout, sorry. So if someone has set some pending orders above this area as a trend continuation, for sure you would be in the trade with 120 pips. So with your last position, you would be with 260 plus additional breakout strategy pending orders. An insane trade. Well done for those who did it. On Euro New Zealand dollar, we had here a false breakout, a major trend line break, a nice opportunity. We could have used this as an excuse of a bounce. Remember explaining that also. APO here would be like, oh, sorry, 20, 25 pips. Win-win scenario 150 already, more than 6%. And of course, some of you are already in with a reverse signal. Classic approach again. You have taken out everything. Even if you got stopped out, you would be with profit. Last position closed with, even from here, 120 pips. And if you have entered with 20, 30 pips, again you would have a win-win scenario. As long as you follow the rules, you will see how easy it is to become a very powerful and consistent in your winnings. We have also USD CHF running. This is a pending order after a bounce and a confirmation. If you remember, I said wait for, that could be in this case a retesting, or if price creates a lower high, it could be a nice opportunity. We are still in this trade and going for the abyss, like I like to say. Now, this week, if we add all these trades that I showed you, this is more or less 1,000 pips, 25%. And that is why we don't care about getting stopped out, because with our last position strategy, if it's 25%, I don't care if I give 5% back. If I get 1,000 pips, I don't care if I give back 300 pips. And most of the time, that is why I don't mention if we are stopped out or not. And the whole idea, it's not for me mentioning that. The whole idea is knowing why we got stopped out, and we explain that in our live room. So, again, thank you very much for watching one of our videos. Have a great weekend and see you again on Monday with our top-down approach. Bye-bye, everybody.